any man over 30 can't have a roommate no more.
Nope. I seen what Duval said.
You can't have a roommate over 30.
You're not supposed to have no roommate at 35.
No.
30, 35.
That's your boyfriend, nigga.
Yep.
But that actually is a good segue into what we're gonna talk about. How long should you wait?
Somebody get their shit together.
Yeah,
that's a good question because my thing is, what is considered patience and understanding versus, you know what I mean, you just being stupid now. Because my thing is, I think I got to see a plan. I got to see an end game to see your shit together. Don't tell me you want to be a rapper at 23 and you only did 4 songs at 25. By that time, like, nah, this ain't gonna work for you. Kind of deal.
Does this question is there a range for this question? Is this for a significant other? Is this for your children, or this is for, you know, whoever you're taking care of, whether it be a ward or a ward? You know, sometimes you took on your sister's children or something like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
I'm gonna say let's just keep it to
like that.
Significant others or something like that. Like,
okay.
You know, like these young ladies who out here dating future rappers, or these young men out here dating an Instagram entrepreneur. Like, how long do you wait before you're like, okay, I get you trying to do this whole thing online and whatnot, but baby, we ain't selling them but 6 outfits this month.
Honestly, I think if you're in your 20s, you know, if I was in my 20s, you know, and she's in her 20s, you know, I'm waiting.
Okay.
But once you get to your 30s, then ain't no more waiting. And your 40s, no.
So give up on your dream and just go get you a 9-to-5, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, your act gotta be like, you gotta have a solid like job, or you know, I understand not everybody can be entrepreneurs. We should be able to be entrepreneurs, but not everybody. But you have to have a solid job at least. You got to be on track to, you know, well into that field by 28, 29.
Okay.
So by 30, you good. Like 30 can't be all right, it's 30 now. You got to start, bro, 30's, that's kind of old a little bit. So for you to start getting your act together at 30, that means you got another 5, 6, 7 years before they actually be stable and straight.
Sustain themselves.
Hopefully. Yeah.
What about you, T?
I agree with Tony. In your early 20s, that's when you should have a plan. Well, Tony and Marlon, in your early 20s, you should have a plan. You should have something leading up to you being, I guess, situated or stable by the time you hit 30. Because once you get in those latter years, you're 30, you don't want to be 36, 37, 38, 39 trying to get your shit together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets harder and harder as you get older. It doesn't get easier.
What about those late bloomers and stuff? Like, I'm playing devil's advocate here because I agree with y'all. I'm playing devil's advocate. What about those late bloomers? Like, you got those guys or women who turn out to come with a multi-million-dollar deal and all that kind of stuff, and ideal and stuff in their 30s, late 30s, 40s and stuff, because they never gave up on their dream and all that kind of stuff. What about those?
Yeah, see, those are anomalies simply because I feel like those type of people always had some type of backing. Like they didn't start it from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? They had the idea, but they probably had a rich mom or dad.
How many success stories have you heard with that to be the case? And I'm not trying to discourage anybody from, like, if you feel like say you're close to 30, but you feel like the bubble's about to burst and you're about to win in your dream, fine, whatever. But like, how many success stories of people who start late, like at 35, 39, 40, and, you know,
from a business standpoint, I don't know a lot of them off the top of my head. The only one I can think of right now, I know like Dave Thomas was one of them guys. He was a cook for the longest time for KFC. Then he decided to do his own thing for Wendy's. But
I think it's a few. It's actually
Jeff Bezos started.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. He started at 30.
But
he started at 30, or by 30 he was good.
Yeah, he
founded when he was a 30-year-old.
Founded.
It founded at 30. He was selling books.
He didn't start at 30. He was selling Amazon.
Like T said, you don't necessarily start from the bottom. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, they all started from the garage.
Once again,
He had a
Bill
job,
Gates.
too.
Bill Gates had some type of backing. Yes.
Yeah, his grandfather gave him 20
That's what I'm
grand or
saying.
something like that.
Jeff
Jeff
Bezos,
Bezos
didn't
had backing.
save up
Yeah.
30 grand and then keep it going.
Yeah.
And then he's Jeff Bezos.
So to your point, since you have so much life experience, I'm just saying, bro.
Man just Googled it, dog. He didn't.
To your point, what we're saying is, and that really just speaks to the type of background we have. Like, my mom couldn't give me $50,000 to start my own business. You understand what I'm saying? Or $30,000. You know, your mom, you know, anybody's mom. So if you have like Donald Trump, his dad gave him how much?
Just a
Millions.
million.
A measly million, and he
Didn't
still
give me
somehow found a way to file
what
for
he said.
bankruptcy
He didn't give me
a couple of
anything.
times.
He just gave me a cool million.
So, you know, with that type of back, and I feel like anybody could start at 35, 40 years old and become.
But even then, he still found a way to file for bankruptcy a couple times.
Well, he
Couple?
did that because he
I
didn't
think like 13 or 14.
He didn't want to
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
with $1 million backing.
he didn't want to pay the IRS.
Either way.
But I get what y'all saying though. But like me personally, always come up. Like I said, for me, it'd be like, what is the dream and what's the plan? Like if we getting ready to get our 30s, we've been dating since 25, and you was like, hey babe, I'm trying to be a singer. I'm like, all right, babe, keep going, do your thing, and you keep singing, you doing clubs here and there and whatnot, but you haven't dropped a CD yet. What's the deal? Like, what's your sacrifice to get to that goal? If I haven't seen you make any sacrifices, meaning like, okay, I'm not buying no outfits, I ain't getting my hair done, I ain't doing none of this here till I get this money so I can get in the studio.
But that's gonna come out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Well,
Right now, we got social media giving people hope that their dreams is gonna pop one day, and they ain't really doing too much sacrifice. They just say, "Oh, I'm gonna be on social media acting a fool and shaking my ass and singing a verse or two, and I'm gonna get noticed." Nah, it
Somebody
don't work
gonna
like
find me.
that.
At that point, it's a light hobby.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a light hobby.
Once you get a certain age, it's a light hobby. If somebody picks it up, that's fine. But that's a light hobby that you do on your free time, not 100% of the time. Because like you got to survive, man. You can't you got a whole relationship you need to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and it's hurting. That guy got to be a patient dude, but patience it only lasts so long.
Is he patient or is he stupid?
that's the question.
Well,
Is he patient or stupid?
I'm gonna go with patient because after a while, if he doesn't see any progression, chances are he probably gonna cheat with somebody who's
Hey.
Which makes it even worse, but
which makes it
I would have
even
rather
worse.
him be stupid.
Yeah.
I would have rather him be
But
just
my thing
stupid.
is,
You would rather him be stupid, but he's like, you know, because think about it. You got her who's chasing her dream versus her who's living her dream.
So here's another question for that question, or to go into that question. If he's patient, is he patient or is he stupid? You said he's patient because after a while he's waiting, but then he's gonna probably find somebody else and cheat on said person.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make that person now stupid because they cheated on that person? Instead of just saying, this ain't working out, I'm leaving?
Kinda.
So he's kind of stupid still.
Yeah.
Not patient.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And
Good
even
point.
with that being said, like just
So is he stupid because he cheated, or is he stupid?
He's stupid because
Both.
he cheated, because he could have
Or
easily
if-
just gave up and be like, yo, this ain't working out. I can't wait for you anymore.
But what if you love that person?
then that's what I'm saying. Love that's
Again,
that ain't
still
love, though.
stupid.
That's
Love
stupid.
stupid.
Love
Still
is
stupid. if he's in love with her and can't recognize that the relationship is hurting
But
and
the
do nothing
relationship is
about
not
it,
hurting because you guys are doing bad. The relationship is hurting because she's chasing something that she's chasing a dream that she may not attain.
in essence, y'all are doing bad.
Because if her chasing a dream
Her
don't
chase-
change y'all lifestyle, then
But
y'all good.
what if everything at home is great? It's just she's not getting. She's not.
I'm good with that. then.
Everything at home isn't great. If it's a problem that he has to go cheat, everything at home is not
right.
doing great.
True.
If she chase, but the reason why it's become a problem because she chases her dreams, and that means he's lacking in something. Meaning he's not, like, for instance, if I want a brand new house, but I can't get a house because you ain't bringing enough money into the table for this team to build a house or build a future together because you still focusing on your dream.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. But if everything in the house great and you still focusing on your dream, but everything's taken care of, I'm good. Keep chasing your dream. Do shit. Chase that dream to you. Whatever. I'm happy.
True.
I'm getting mine at the house. You keep me satisfied mentally, physically, and financially. We good. I'm all right with you chasing your dream. But when you're chasing your dream causes one of those three to be lacking in, then that's the problem. If I ain't getting no attention because you always chasing your dream because you can't pay me no attention, that, like you said, that's what caused me to go out there and cheat. I ain't gonna say caused me, but that was the reason. That's the justification I gave myself to go cheat.
There's no justification for cheating.
I said justification. That I gave myself. It ain't nothing, but that's what I told myself to make me feel better about cheating. Or two, financially we ain't there because now we still living in this one bedroom apartment and we got one little knucklehead kid running around here. I'm trying to get a second one that I feel claustrophobic, but you chasing your dreams so we can't afford to get another apartment or another house. Then that becomes a problem. Or like I said, and then just the whole mental part. If it's just a mental strain on me because whatever you're doing, I'm thinking more about it than you are.
Yeah.
So
it's all about, to sum it up what you said, as long as your priorities in the household is taken care of, it don't matter what you do. That's all that matters.
Just sometimes when them dreams happen, because I know like we speaking from a man's point of view, but if you think about a young lady, she dating, like I said, she dating the guy that wants to be the next rapper. Mm-hmm. And he in the studio, he using all the rent money to pay for studio time. He doing all this at a blow. And she's sitting here working 2 jobs, taking care of the kids and everything else. That's why the attitude comes in, because you're not taking care of your responsibility at the house.
Yeah.
She's working 2 jobs to support the household, and everything you make, you taking it straight to the studio. That's the problem. That's why you going to see her mess around another dude, or she just cut you out.
And that happens a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hate throwing rappers under the bus like that, but they're the ones who tend to be.
They put themselves out there so much.
But what about the girls who do stick around?
And
stupid?
They stupid.
Yes.
Especially if you stick around, you know your man's up. Like,
yeah.
If you know his album, like, baby, you ain't sold the album. You can't get your friends to buy your album. Like, you can't get your homeboys to buy an album.
Yeah,
that's rough.
If you got a man, but he really can't hold it down, hold the household down, and you've been with him for how many years, and you the one doing it? Yeah, you stupid.
Go do you?
Is that how you was raised? Like,
and then on top of that, take whatever happens. So if you break up with him and then he turn out to be the next Kodak, damn. I guarantee there's a bunch of girls right now looking around like, damn, well, I was messing with Jay-Z. Damn, I had J. Cole. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish I would have held on a little longer.
All they can say is, yeah, I fucked him.
Yeah.
At the very least.
That's the weirdest thing that girls can brag about that part.
Like, that's their only thing that they go, yeah, I slept with them.
I seen some girl like IG, she was talking about like, yeah, I can get any man I want. I done slept with rappers, ball players. Like,
yeah.
So you was a jump off.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because you ain't married none of them.
That's exactly what it was.
That is true. But that's her
title.
accomplishment that she, I done been with Chris Brown, Lil Wayne. Like, that's the jump off though. You ain't worth that. Because if you were worth that, they would have kept you.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they married to the one that's less than you, because you think you're so beautiful, because they had something that you didn't. But yeah, I digress.
They had more intelligence.
Yeah.
More substance.
And yeah, that's the thing. But even when y'all said, okay, so we done dealt with how long do you hold on for somebody to get their shit together? Now, my other thing is that how do you change? I'm getting to a mindset, maybe in my older age, but I tell my kids this all the time, don't change to be in a relationship. The little saying I said was, you might be the right package, just delivered to the wrong address. So we all trying to change. So like, for instance, if you're a geek and a dork and you want to read comic books and watch anime all day long, don't change who you are to find a girlfriend. Just be that person. Find a girlfriend who with that. And that's no shots thrown at her like that.
I don't think it is, because I do all of those things. And
no shots thrown.
I do all of those things.
I'm just saying, but find a girl who could dig that. Yeah.
I do all of those things, and I have not changed that for
exactly. But find you a girl who either go watch it with you or understands that's your hobby. That's what you like to do.
That's it.
Vice versa. But I think we get in a situation where you see all these ladies and men trying their best to conform or change to something that the other person gonna like. If you ain't a cool dude, don't try to be a cool dude because you're trying to get a certain type of chick.
Right.
Yeah.
Just find your corny chick that's corny with you.
Have any of y'all been guilty of that early in your career?
Oh,
Changed all that?
Oh, yeah.
guilty of a lot of shit growing up. We
Yeah.
dealt through the growing pains.
Some of it was good for me though, because
Yeah.
I started listening to music I ain't never thought I was gonna listen to, but just to get with a chick or do certain things and whatnot, and like, oh, that ain't that bad.
Yeah.
But I was just only doing it just to be with somebody, or to try to get them to notice me, or try to have something to talk to them about.
So is it beneficial to kind of conform a little
I
bit?
don't think
Because
it's beneficial
you
because you
experience.
can't sustain it. That's why.
No.
Oh, okay.
If it ain't your
Well,
thing, you ain't gonna sustain it.
You find out a lot about yourself. It's like it's self-reflecting. It's not beneficial, but you find out who you earlier in your life in the 20s. You find out who you are. Like, I'm not this person. I can't listen to this music, or I can't watch these TV shows. Or, you know what I'm saying, or because some guys that sit down and watch reality TV with their girls. I can't do it.
I can.
See, I can't. I just can't do
No, I
it.
was about to say you can do it. My thing is, you got some guys like you just saying though that they'll force themselves to sit there and watch it.
I can. I do it. No.
That should be entertaining.
I've been guilty of walking in and be like, oh, and just get caught up and be like, what? Why is he do? That's
But
stupid.
see,
What?
that's what
But
I'm saying.
I don't. Do I say Sundays? Let's watch what? Nah.
Hey, baby,
I don't really care for reality.
Big Brother's
TV.
on. You ready?
That's what I'm
You know, you
saying.
hate
Like
the
you
show?
have,
I don't care for
you
reality TV
have
like
some
that.
chicks who watch reality TV around the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Nah, they need to get out the couch. But
Real.
yeah. I think we should never change who we are, and we should present ourselves, our true selves to who we meet. We should be open to the things that they do, but never really change from our true selves, because we never want to be anything of their past, but we want to be everything in their future. So if they have to be willing to embrace you and just be open to things just like you are. We're humans and we have to evolve. That's what we're going to do day by day. The same thing that we liked 5 years ago is nothing that we like today.
You're right. Another thing too is that when you change, you end up changing and making the love change too, because she fell in love with the asshole.
She just didn't tell you that.
She doesn't tell you that. She liked the whole point that you was very combative and you didn't let her do shit and all that. And then now all of a sudden you're like, it's okay, babe, I understand, sorry. And then you trying to figure out, damn, why she don't want to talk to me no more? Then the next thing you know, she done mess around and then start talking to the other asshole and they were doing something.
What if she didn't fall in love with the asshole?
Well, she
Like what if that asshole wasn't an asshole so he can get her and then became the asshole?
Oh, I'm saying that if you change to be an asshole, then that's bad. But I'm just saying, if you start out being an asshole, you start out with like, hey, we going here for dinner, then all of a sudden now everything is whatever she wants, and you try to figure out why the relationship changed. That's what happened.
Yeah, somebody changed.
So you have with that being said, you got to put your foot down. You got to, hey, look, we going to Benihana's for dinner, and I don't want Benihana's. Girl, go put some shoes on. We're finna go out to eat.
Or you just say that my thing, you don't be.
Are you saying that was the personality that was there to begin with?
Right.
Yeah, that was what I was
that.
with. Okay. Keep it.
Keep that same personality. Look, man, go
Be
put some shoes
consistent.
on. However, I will say this. Men and women have a tendency, and this is, humans in general, have a tendency to make our partners feel uncomfortable to be themselves, and that's why a lot of people change.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in a relationship, have the conversation with your partner to make them feel comfortable enough to be able to come to you about anything. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is, and don't judge them. Because if I come to you and I'm telling you this is what I like, don't judge me. Have a conversation with me.
And get some kind of understanding.
And get an understanding of why I like it, why I like to do it.
And then sometimes at the end of the day, you don't have to agree with me, but I'm telling you I like it. That's the other thing too. We get to a standpoint, I know in relationships, we always get to that point when somebody don't agree with me, it's an argument. No, it's not an argument. I just don't agree with that. Like, okay, for instance, like we said, like I like going to strip clubs. That's my thing. It's not me, but that's my thing just to unwind. Well, we in a relationship together now, so baby, I've been going to strip clubs my whole life. That's all I do. So I'm not gonna change that. This is why I do it. You can enjoy me or just let me be. And don't sit there and like, hey, this is an argument. This is no, it's not a deal breaker. That's what I mean by like right package. If that's a deal breaker for you, then this relationship ain't meant for you. Then I'm not
Bro,
meant for you.
it's dudes like that though, like that can't take a disagreement.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They
You
make
could be like, nah, I don't think so. Why? Nah, man, you did it. I'm like, yeah, but I just don't agree. It's an opinion. You don't know the actual fact of it. It's just an opinion. I don't care for it. And I'm like, you're crazy. Da, 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 da. Why you did it? I'm like, well, because I don't want to. That's simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to go back to the communication part, I think people don't communicate because they feel that what they want or what they desire is a deal breaker.
right.
And I believe that deal breakers, it should all be discussed in the beginning of the relationship. No one likes surprises. So if you say, hey, I like going to strip clubs, this is what I've been doing, they should not know that well into the relationship. They should know it from jump. And then they'll be able to decide if I want to deal with you or not.
Right.
And they should have picked that up after, like, if we talking for about 2 months. I done went to a strip club at least once in those 2 months.
At one point or another, you heard me say, yeah, just hanging out at the blah, blah, blah.
Or like
with
if
the
I want
fellas
to do
or
like,
whatever.
hanging out with the fellas or something like that. You should have known that by one. I know it ain't go 2
It's
months.
not, it's not one time in 2 months you didn't hear me say, yeah, I'm hanging out with fellas.
No, but you can't say I'm hanging out with fellas because she can think you at a sports bar.
Right.
You gotta be specific. Be like, hey,
right.
I'm hanging out with some TNA.
Okay.
You're
right.
Don't imply. And then you be like, oh, I thought you knew. Nah.
Nah.
Because then you're in the wrong
That'd be
at that
stupid.
point.
Yeah.
It's a broad argument.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you didn't say. Well, you didn't ask.
And guys do that all the time.
Yeah.
There's tricks.
We
There's
hanging out with
little
the boys. We keep it broad. Or we hanging out with the boys.
Because most times it is broad up. Because sometimes we don't hook up like, hey, y'all want to go out tonight? Yeah, we have no clue what the fuck we going to do until we start doing it. We have no clue. We can't like, hey, I'm going to the strip club because we don't know we going there or not.
And then when she talked to you, like, hey, how was your night? It was good. We ended up going to a strip club.
Oh, yeah. But then my thing, but I think a lot of guys don't admit that because, like you saying, that may be the one thing
that might be the deal breaker.
Now I know she gonna be mad. Like you done been someplace that you know your significant other gonna be mad that you done went there.
But mad or not, give her that opportunity to be mad and then have a conversation about it.
Exactly.
And I think that, like Marlon said, I think that's the thing right there. Controversy and it's something that everybody try to avoid. And sometimes you need that in your life. But everybody try to avoid controversy or any kind of
because now there's this protect my peace thing going around.
That
need
part.
to protect my peace.
What is that?
Protect my peace. You never heard that? Protect my peace?
What does that mean?
It's just like protect, like, so right now we all good. So even if I don't like something, I ain't gonna say nothing because I know it's gonna go into
Bad
an argument.
energy.
It's bad energy. I know it's gonna go to an argument. So
Nobody's allowed to.
So I'm just bite my tongue and just keep it moving.
So at that point, nobody's allowed to disagree or
basically.
You don't want to because you're avoiding something.
You're avoiding it. But you notice that we all doing that
to protect peace.
Yeah, it's like
or that person's peace.
It's like if you're driving on the road, right, and you see something in the road, you're gonna swerve around it, but you still because you just want to go around it. You don't want the problems that may come by you running it over.
Are y'all for this protect the peace? Or
I've done it. I'm not for it. I've done it. I've got to a situation where I've been good for like so long. Like I know this is going to turn into an argument. I didn't know this would be an argument.
But is that healthy though?
It's not healthy because what ended up happening from personal experience, animosity sets in. Because then the action doesn't change or the action doesn't become. It's something that just aggravates the hell out of me to the point that I do lose it, and then it's like when I lose it, it's just like no.
Because at the end of the day, you're changing.
Yes,
you're changing.
That's what I was thinking.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's why I came up. That's exactly what I said. Don't be the right package delivered to the wrong address.
But I think people also need to understand that arguments are healthy.
Yeah, arguments are healthy.
Arguments are healthy. And people, being in an argument doesn't mean that you hate each other. Being in arguments means that you're trying to come to an agreement on something that you both disagree on.
True.
And it's okay to agree to disagree. We're not going to agree on everything.
That's a healthy relationship. I think right now in today's society, and I'm not going to speak for everybody, but in today's society, most relationships, when they argue like that, it never ends in the manner that both parties feel heard. Because right now today, like Tony said earlier, for some odd reason, we got in this mindset that if you don't agree with me, you must think I'm wrong. And it's not that I don't think you're wrong. It just ain't for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You like Frosted Flakes? I don't. I'm not saying it's a terrible cereal. For me, it is. I just don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
But, so you just, no, why is this going down? Let's just get to a point that I don't like Frosted Flakes. You do.
And that's
we
that.
buy 2 boxes of cereal and we keep it moving.
Right.
Agree to disagree.
Exactly, but that is no longer a terminology that people. It's one of those days. We talk about relationship. We think about it across the board. Think about the political game we got going in the world. Everything going in the world. If you don't agree with the person, you must be totally against them.
Right.
And that's funny you said the cereal box, because I was in a relationship and me and this woman went to the store to get cereal, and I was like, I don't like that. And she's like, why you don't like this? I'm like, because I don't. Let's get this. And we don't get two different ones. No. And it was an argument.
Over cereal?
Yes.
Cereal.
And I'm like, the cereal box costs like $3. It's nothing to get yours and I get mine. And we just have our
Had
preference.
nothing to do with the cereal. Had everything to do with you made her feel
I'm about to say
that she was wrong for
it
liking
was something in her past that happened because of that cereal.
I wasn't involved in that.
Traumatized because of some cereal.
Traumatized, dude. She probably got hit upside the head with a box of cereal or something. Bro.
Hey, I'm long gone from that. I'm happy.
I just think like you said that it could be the trauma, but I just think we got to a mindset that when someone disagree with us, we must be wrong. Like it's okay. Like I said, like we done had this conversation before. It's okay for me to like something that you guys don't like. Yeah, that don't make me wrong. That don't make you wrong. We just like different things.
Yeah,
right.
But we just got to a mindset, like I said, in this world we in. I just sit on the political game, IG everywhere. When you don't agree with somebody, one of y'all wrong. It can't be both of us right, and we just in different zones. But one of y'all wrong.
Yeah, it's like guys. Some guys like women with big titties. Some guys like don't care about titties.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the times,
I don't care about titties, by the way.
This guy. And then a lot of the times, we're actually saying the same thing, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had a conversation with somebody, be like, you know what? That's what I'm saying, but I'm saying it differently. And you're telling them, hey, look, we're saying the same thing, just in a different way. And they'll, no, we're not. Yeah, we kind of are.
I think I'm a dick sometimes because I do certain things like that because I have to, when I try to make the person see what I'm saying, that it is the same thing, I do it in a manner, is the word demeaning? Yeah. So I'm like, you're not lisoning. Listen to my words. What I said was
that can put somebody on the defense, bro.
You're right.
You sound like a jerk. You're a jerk.
But when I do break it down, they realize it. But at the same time, it's too late.
Yes.
Yeah, by that time you've already.
Yeah. Hey, it's too late. That he did start to say, "I'm a dick." He did say he was a dick.
Yeah. So he knew.
I said I do it in a dick way sometimes, and
but,
it's something I'm working on.
But I would say that's one of my favorite illustrations when somebody they had a 6 drawn on the ground and one person on the other side. And I'm saying, you see a 9, I see a 6. It's the same damn thing though. But you see 9, I see 6.
Yeah.
You're going back and forth and like so just like, hey, let's just switch spots.
But
like for some reason I want to do that. Let's just switch spots.
It'd be like it's a perception. No, it's not.
But
it looks like 9 right now, but it's all about how you perceive. No, that's not what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Listen to the words.
Yeah.
And then
but even still with some people, even if you switch sides, they still see a 9 instead of a 6.
Yeah. Well,
because it doesn't click.
And that's when it comes to Tony and it's like, so you just not listening. So now you calling me dumb? Like, I wasn't, but sort of.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, I'm not
I
calling
wasn't
you dumb.
before.
I'm saying you're not listening.
I wasn't before.
I think it's my facial features that really show you're just not listening. I didn't say you're dumb. You're not listening to my. Did I say the words dumb? No. I just said you're not listening.
I wasn't before. I'm trending to that. I'm trending that way now.
And I said all the time. Sometimes my best conversations are on phones because I don't want you to see my facial expression.
Yeah.
I get a lot of information out on the phone versus like right in my face. I got those same facial expressions. I'm like, where I be biting my tongue. I'm like.
A lot of times it's the tone as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, especially when I get that frustrated to the point where I gotta do all that, it kind of raises a little bit. But I'm working on like just talking soft and no, I'm just saying, and it actually works.
But you got to
still do the same thing.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of appreciation for those who understand and able to see things from different perspective.
Yeah,
oh
absolutely.
yeah,
because you value those people.
Those are people you want to keep in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sad part about that is certain people don't, like you said, don't appreciate that, and they just assume that you're going against them.
Right.
Like I'll easily like say you had a bad day. He was like, yeah, man, this dude he overstepped me and went to the boss and took credit for this and that. I was like, okay, well, do you know for sure if he overstepped you? because I don't want you to go over there and accuse him of it, and then all of it turns up that the boss found out in their own way. Well, no, I don't know for sure, but there's no other way it could happen. I was like, yeah, but you might want to find out first. Listen, are you on his side or like, no? I'm just trying. I just don't want you to look stupid in front of that person and accuse them, and all of a sudden it turns out it didn't happen that way.
It goes back to what I said before. If you don't
That
say
happens so much.
If you don't say the first words, then people are like automatically against them.
If I'm not with you, I'm against you. It's like, no, I'm just trying to stop you from doing something stupid.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Those are the same people be like, I've been fighting my whole life. I'm like, no, you put yourself in the fight.
That fight wasn't nowhere near you.
No.
Definitely conversation like that. You know, you come home and that girl tried me at work. What happened? Well, she did this shit. Well, ain't that her job?
Right.
Well, no, but still though, she should have did it. Well, just because she didn't do the way you want her to do it, don't mean it wasn't the right way to do it. You just didn't want that way.
Yep.
So just take it for what it is and just keep moving going forward.
And because women are so emotional, they take it so personally, bro.
Oh.
Like, she is your supervisor, ain't it? Yeah, but she ain't got to talk to me like that.
At that point, you're with her. You're not with the girl. You're with the other girl. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't even know the person. I'm just saying. Look at the facts.
That is your superior, right?
Yeah. That's why I asked those two questions. Okay, when you about to tell me, is this a vent? Well, you really want my opinion.
Right.
If it's a vent, I got you. Go ahead, boo.
Vent away.
Listen.
Vent away.
But you want my opinion at the end of it. Don't ask me like, so what's your thoughts? You don't want my thoughts. Because you were dead wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't benefit.
Showed her work late. And then you mad because you went and got coffee.
It honestly doesn't benefit you for me to just sit there and listen and just say, okay, you right. No.
But it's weird though, because men, we get mad and then 2 hours later that shit is, you know what I'm saying, in the wind. Women be mad all day. Mm-hmm. Like all day. Like I find myself listening to the same conversations 2 or 3 times a day. Like, didn't we just talk about this two hours ago?
You still mad at her? See, ain't y'all off work 2 weeks ago?
Women get mad. It takes them like 3 to 4 business days for them to clear.
3 to 4 business days, not counting the weekend, because that weekend could stretch it.
Yeah. Nah. And that's just like you said. That's just to clear it. They ain't to erase it. Because all you gotta do is say the wrong thing, and it's right back on again.
Oh, you on their side? What?
Oh man,
boy, that's a good one, though. But yeah, and that goes again. Stop changing who you was. If you gonna be a late person, tell your boss, man, I'm never on time.
Yeah, you don't want to tell your boss that.
But no, don't get the job. Well, that ain't your job. That's what I'm saying. Like that ain't the job for you.
At that point, no job is a job for you.
So then you go find yourself something to do.
You need to start a business if you want to always be late.
If you know time is something that you can't focus on, then don't get a job that people need your time.
True. That'd be crazy. Imagine people were actually truthful on interviews. Be like, hey, I'm really a good worker, but I tend to come in late sometimes.
Nobody's.
I tend to come in late sometimes. I'm never back from lunch on time. And to let you know, I do take at least 3 vacations a month.
Yes.
So I'm going to take days off.
And I take printer paper.
I get on the job.
I take printer. And I'm always going to look for pens because I take them home. Don't know how I take them home, but I take pens home all the time.
Yeah. You're not getting a job.
You may not get that job.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's a boss out there right now waiting on somebody like, hey, bro, I'm looking for a job. Just let you know right now, I do take vacations.
You must be that boss.
Nah. Well, if somebody came to me, I'm interviewing right now that told me that same truth, I like, bro, that's the realest thing ever. When I go deeper down, like, so when you say you late, like you like 5 minutes late or you like 15 minutes late? Because there's a difference in late.
You're not hiring him, Kevin. Kevin, you're not hiring that person. Stop it.
You're not. You're not even asking those extensive questions.
But that's crazy. Let's say, flip it to like on a relationship level. Let's say you on a date with somebody and they say, hey, have you ever cheated? I would be like, yes, I cheated.
Yeah.
So a lot of people be like, nah, I never cheated.
Nah, nigga, guys, ladies, listen. Any guy outside of 25 years old, that nigga's cheated.
Yes.
He made it think he was cheating. And he was cheating.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
In my young days, I would tell chicks, like, I didn't know I was really your boyfriend.
Oh, that was your out? That was your out?
I ain't know your boyfriend.
Well, we were separated. Nah, nigga.
That nigga's cheated. I hate to break it to you. I don't mean that. I'm not trying to break up any happy homes. that nigga's cheated. So if you've been with that nigga since high school,
Oh yeah.
and he told you, nah, baby, you the only one, that nigga lying.
If you are the only one,
That nigga lying.
Because he
Yeah.
be on the yeah, he holding secrets in for real.
Yeah. We're not saying to leave him because it'll be stupid to leave him. You know, if he
Don't let
cheated.
one-
We're not even
Yeah.
saying to question him.
Yeah.
We're just letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, don't let
I
a
ain't saying
flame ruin a relationship.
Exactly.
I mean,
I ain't saying nothing.
Nigga lying.
Oh man.
But final thoughts. Why we stop doing final thoughts?
I have no clue.
Because jokes are better, I think.
Jokes are better.
Seemed like a good closer.
You got a joke today?
Any
Of
jokes?
course he does.
I don't have
So
no
I'm gonna do
jokes.
my final thought first, and then he can do his joke.
I didn't have a joke.
Uh-oh.
Listen,
Interesting.
start have the uncomfortable conversations. Be uncomfortable. Talk to your significant other, and not for nothing. Don't wait around for anybody who doesn't have a plan. They don't got a plan, and they don't have a vision. If they have a vision and no plan, you probably want to let it go.
A vision with no plan is just a dream.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's plenty of other dicks out there, plenty of other pussies out there.
Oh, my.
Plenty of fish.
Yeah,
I knew
plenty
it
of
was coming.
fish. Excuse my language. I don't mean to be so forward, but
I think you did. Think you did.
yeah, you know. But Tony has a joke. Let's hear it out.
I didn't have a joke.
You didn't have a joke.
I have a final thought that could be a
Oh,
joke.
you got a final thought? Oh, cool.
That could be a joke. Mint chocolate is disgusting.
Yes.
That's all.
No, it's not.
That's all. Mint chocolate is the worst.
That's all.
I love mint chocolate.
Yeah.
But since we're doing final thought, just to double down on what you're saying, being uncomfortable is also a version of growth. So you have to be uncomfortable to grow. So you won't know until you have that conversation. So have this uncomfortable conversation so you can get that growth and you can elevate yourself to the next level.
And mine is don't change. Be yourself. Because what someone won't like you for, another person will love you for.
Right.
Back that up.